Guess we'll chat up some people in town. Sell some stuff. See if there's a bag. Figure out how to buy the house. Would be cool. I think we'll have to become champion to get the house, though, which, I mean, works for me. I don't mind fighting through some beasts. Sounds cool. We don't need a fate weaver's ability.
What's the point of...
Hey there, stranger. You look like you've seen some combat. Care to take a look at the highest quality armor this side of Tatir?
I'll be the judge of that, but okay. I like that shield. We're gonna put it up for now. Ugh. Highest quality armor on my foot. You don't have anything useful. What's with the gambling done?
Unless gambling's an interest of yours, I'm afraid you won't find much there. Some brave gamblers make a living out of the den. Our resident fate weaver, Franz Engelhardt, makes his perch there. It seems like only the gamblers and gladiators have found a use for him, though.
Okay, what's your story?
Look, Apulos over there would have you believe he can fix any suit of armor better than it was when you bought it. I'm telling you, unless you're wearing Tuatha Prismere you stole off the war front, you're going to want one of my pieces instead.
That's not true. Your pieces suck. What do you know about the arena?
I've not found a better place in Tatir to sell my pieces. The customers truly appreciate my work. Understandable, considering the life expectancy of a gladiator. It's like fighting a war in that arena.
Who's Hakon Apollos?
Hakon's the blacksmith here. I wouldn't recommend him for repairs when you could just buy better equipment straight from me.
What about Weavy Rasmussen?
They say he's an excellent sagecrafter. But why would you need sagecrafting when you can buy the finest armor ever made?
Did you put too much stock in your armor? Your armor sucks.
So much to buy, so little time before my next match.
Who are you?
Well, hello there. Are you suffering from anything, warrior? Festering wound? Magical burns? Good old-fashioned sword stabbing? I've got a poultice for that.
You sell things. That's all I care about. You don't sell anything useful. So who are you, my friend?
A pleasure. Aches and pains, ringing in the ears. Anything you can't sleep off, I've got a potion for.
We know the den.
I don't have much use for the den. It attracts all manner of riffraff, none of whom have much need for poultices. A fate weaver named Franz Engelhardt has made the den his home. However, I hear he makes good gold off the gladiators and gamblers.
I mean, I would assume so. What do you know about this place?
It's a veritable gold mine. The fighters here are most appreciative of salves and poultices. They pay me an arm and a leg to make sure they keep their arms and legs.
It's a good slogan. Keep it up.
The arena is a crash course in survival. Once that arena gate...
Hey there. Do you have any weapons that need maintaining? I'll get it done cheap, and I'll get it done well.
Let's do it. Apparel. I hit 4 million and some change. Jeez, I really need it. I need to just stop looting and selling because I have way too much money as is. What do you know of the den?
Not much there for me, but I've heard the gamblers think I have a profound effect on the outcome of matches. If a gladiator has the gold to afford my repairs, I may bet his way. Now, Valor gamblers aren't known for their intelligence, but that seems pretty smart.
What's your story?
I challenge you to find a better blacksmith in the region. The pieces Thora sells are adequate, I suppose. But if you ever buy anything from her, you best let me reinforce it before you go into battle. Magnus knew a good find when he saw one. Paid for my daughter and myself to come from Dalentarth to maintain his gladiator's equipment.
Who's Magnus? What's House of Valor?
It's where I make my living, so I can't help but think fondly of it. And my daughter loves it here. They gave me a job when Magnus realized having the best blacksmith in the land on hand would let him make money off of the competitors too.
You mentioned Thora Woolstring?
She sells armor on Valor grounds. It's adequate equipment, but her pieces don't compare to my handiwork.
Okay.
Mages are dangerous, but
Let's pop in here. Still can't believe we can't fast travel to the Gallows End, man. That kind of sucks. Figured we'd just be able to pop over and pop back. But now we're gonna have to pop into Rathier, take a boat, wait, get there, then fast travel, do what we want, come back to Rathier, and fast travel again. That just, ugh. Sounds annoying.
Before she falls over.
Ooh, okay.
So little
It's just kind of dancing and chilling.
Greetings.
A lot of named characters lying around. A chest that no one's watching.
Can I help you? Hail, warrior. You new to these parts? I haven't seen you around before. Can I get you something to drink? We have all kinds of flammable liquids.
It's a good way to explain liquor. We know Tyr Magnus.
He's the current Grand Champion, and the son of the last one. Brutal fighter, but he loves money. He's made changes to this place that have brought in much revenue.
What's your story?
Well, I've worked in the gambling den since its establishment. I serve the best cocktails this side of the Tyr, and all bets happen through me.
So what's the story about betting on a match?
Sorry, I'm not currently able to accept any bets. The tournament's been delayed. I'll take your wager as soon as they find some poor fool to join the Crows.
Crow's handicap?
They fight with only 2 gladiators at a time. It's an arena tradition dating back to Hroth Magnus's time. Who knows what the twisted reasoning behind it was? But today, it sells seats.
Just give me the skinny on this place.
Oh, I just work here. Tyr Magnus, the arena champion, funds this establishment. Business boomed the moment we opened our doors. The location is perfect, and we're patronized by the audience and the gladiators both. The fighters always need a drink before a match, and ideally afterwards, too. Of course, Helga outdrinks them all.
Who's Helga?
Helga's my best customer. When she's not fighting in the arena, she's here drinking. They say, and this is only a rumor, mind you, that her magic is fueled by alcohol. The more she drinks, the more fire she hurls. She inspires the local drunks to make something of themselves. We've got a lot of local drunks.
I bet you do. Tell me where the house.
You will never find another place on Amalur is infused with the spirit of competition. We make the careers of gladiators and gamblers both. And they love us for it.
Nothing too big and pulls up with a king size nightstand. I mean, at least it's not a California king. I mean, that's at least something, right? But, yeah, it sucks, dude. A king size. Hope you had more than just one set of hands. Tell me about Hroth Magnus.
You'll get a different story depending on who you ask. Especially some of the older fighters. But I'm glad his time is over. When Hroth was champion, it wasn't a business. Just people bloodying each other for no reason. Where is Hroth now? Dead and gone. His son, Tyr, defeated him in battle to become the reigning champion.
It's kind of messed up. Tell me about the Crows.
A gladiator is forced to join the Crows when she finds herself the last surviving member of her team at the end of a match. They're considered a team in disgrace, and have the odds stacked against them in every match. It's an arena tradition dating back to Hroth Magnus's time. Ishara knows what the twisted reasoning behind it was. But today, it sells seats.
Heard that before. What's with the tournament delay?
Well, the Crows need one more member to form a complete team, and the champion doesn't want the match to go on until they find someone. The Crows are always a money-making attraction.
Okay.
We're not
Thanks for the
making
info.
bets right now, but we will as soon as the tournament starts up again.
Talk to France.
Franz Engelhardt, Fate Weaver extraordinaire at your service. Well, this is most unusual. I cannot glimpse your fate. I look at you and all I see is a void.
Tell me about yourself, Franz.
I spend my days here dispensing fortunes to the gladiators and gamblers, for a hefty price, of course.
So what do you know of the gamblers?
Not all of them trust in my abilities, but those who do pay handsomely for my services. Whether their fate is favorable to them is beyond my concern.
Okay. What about the den itself?
You'll find all manner of fans and gamblers here, all of whom I can turn into gold in my pocket on a good day.
What about the gladiators?
You'll be surprised how often they try to take their frustrations with destiny out on me. Over time, I've learned to defend myself.
Does that mean I can fight you? That'd be cool. What about the House of Valor?
Valor Arena has been kind to this Fate Weaver, given me a steady source of income by way of gladiators and gamblers.
And lastly, the crows.
I've read the fates of these newest crows. They are doomed. The champion is looking for a fourth member, a new leader, so that the tournament can continue. No matter who they find, the outcome for the team remains the same. Your fate remains hidden from me still, so I would caution you not to join them if you harbor such thoughts.
Feet weaving does get a little more expensive as time goes on, but not by much.
Farewell, champion.
Greetings.
I don't really care to talk to everyone else around here. Let's go check out that exclamation point first. Either way, Dan, at least I hope the pizza was worth it.
The arena is a crash.
Alright, talked to all those, sold everything. Well, actually, let's resell them.
Welcome. Any socketed gems I can remove for you?
Hey there, stranger. You look like you've seen some...
Greetings,
You.
Wanderer.
Jake and Madison.
You there! The arena needs another competitor to round out the next match. The tournament can't go on until we have a leader for the Crows. If you trust in your fighting skills, there are vast riches to be won here at Valor Arena.
You said there's a tournament delay?
The Crows are always a massive allure for business. The champion doesn't want the tournament to go on until we find a leader for them.
What's your story?
I manage the fighters here at Valor Arena, and for the most part, I make the matches. Best job in the world, far as I'm concerned. All the fans of the arena would kill for a chance to put their dream matches together. I do it every day.
That sounds like fun. You been here long?
It's a testament to mortal fortitude and ambition. It was originally Fae, but it passed to us through their own silly rites when Hroth Magnus defeated their champion.
What do you know about the den?
It pulls in a lot of revenue for the arena and doubles as a tavern.
So what do I have to do?
Well, as I said, the arena needs another fighter to start the next match. What do you say? You look like you could hold your own in a fight?
Sounds enticing.
That's the spirit. I hereby induct you into Valor Arena as the leader of the Crows. Your first opponents will be Remus Bloodhawk and his Marauders. Your team's already waiting for you in the Gladiator Pit. Head down the walkway when you're ready.
What can you tell me about the crows?
There's always been a team of Crows at Valor Arena. It was a tradition begun by Hroth Magnus, the first champion. A gladiator becomes a Crow if she ever finds herself the sole survivor on her team. Hroth took this to mean that the fighter could have done more to help his companions. To him, these fighters were disgraced, and if they wanted to continue fighting, they did so as Crows. Today we use the Crows to draw a crowd, but the handicap remains.
What's the handicap?
The Crows are only allowed 2 gladiators in the arena at a time, and as team leader, you have to fight every match.
I mean, okay. I'm ready for my match.
Head down into the pit when you're ready to begin. You'll pick a partner to enter the arena with you.
Ooh, I can actually look at the battle board now. Defeat all the brownies before the announcer calls the end of the match. Oh, there are challenges we can start. Cool. We're gonna have some fun with that. Let's do this first, though.
Well met.
Bigger
So
broad
you're the
shield.
new leader. You should brace yourself if you haven't already. Fights in Valor Arena are to the death. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Let us know when you're ready. You'll have to decide which of the 3 of us will fight with you before a match.
What's your story?
Nice of you to ask. The younger fighters don't care about us weathered guys. I've been participating in arena matches for years. Got my start when Magnus put out a call for fresh gladiators, and the old man trained me himself. He'd have hated to see this. The spectacle of it all, I mean. In his day, the only thing that mattered was the fight. The rush of delivering the death blow.
Is that what you think the arena is?
The matches you'll fight here are to the death, with no quarter, no mercy. It's been this way since the first Magnus won the arena from the Fae. Even with his son turning this battleground into a ridiculous display, with the banners, the announcer. The bouts, at least, remain the same.
I mean, everything's got to upgrade. You got to draw the crowds. What do you know about Magnus's?
He's a fierce fighter, but he sees himself as a moneymaker first, and a competitor second. He's turned the arena into a spectacle.
I mean, I like money. I can't blame him. Why do you say it's spectacle?
He paid for workers to haul his lavish house onto the arena grounds. He could have used that money to commission a small army or feed a small town for years. It's utter waste, and I'm not sure his father would have approved.
What do you think of his dad?
He was a gruff man, powerful, and an absolute beast in the arena. I've seen him pound a Lianshi into pulp with his bare hands. Outside of battle, however, he fancied himself a man of principle. Charged spectators just enough to keep this place running. It was the fight he wanted, not coin.
What about the House of Valor?
The Fae held rights here, I think. I know they came in flocks to watch and participate like we do. Legend has it that every tournament they held ended in the same way, with the same champion defeating everyone.
We know about Essa?
He's green as the grass in Dalintarth, but a good lad. I don't know if he's foolhardy or brave to think he'll make it far in this tournament.
About Helga.
She's an alcoholic and a fiend, but she'll match any fighter. And few mages keep as cool a head as she does in a fight. Few mages stay as drunk as she does during a fight, too. She says she requires alcohol to use her abilities. But I've never met a mage like that. I'd tell her she's a liar to her face, but I don't relish the idea of getting set on fire.
Coward. Oh, so how do we begin?
Let one of us know when you're ready. You will have to decide which of the 3 of us will fight with you before a match.
Not ready.
I'll be here if you need me. I'll leave it to you then.
Greetings.
Talk to this weirdo first. He's wearing my armor.
Greetings. I guess you're the latest addition to the team. They made me fight a boar last time. It was downright embarrassing. I hope today's gonna be more interesting.
What do you have to say about yourself?
I haven't been here long myself. I've always wanted to rough it as a warsworn. Joined up here to develop a bit of a spine.
What about Helga?
She's a terrifying woman, but a good ally to have on your side.
You know much about the House of Valor?
Valor Arena? It's a place dreams are made of. If you dream of people getting stabbed or beheaded, or burned, very badly burned.
What do you think, old Magus?
The greatest gladiator this place has ever seen. Everyone here hopes for a career like his. Even the current champion pales in comparison. No one's even come close to lasting as long, not to mention performing as well.
Flip Flappin' Supreme Pizza. Hey, that sounds good, man. I think that goes against your calorie count, though. But that sounds... Pizza sounds good right about now. I haven't had pizza in a hot minute. How'd you get stuck on the crows?
A gladiator becomes a crow when he finds himself the last surviving member on his team. It's a way to keep the tournament moving as teams start losing members. The rule has its roots in a tradition started by the current champion's father, but today it's basically an attempt to draw interest from the fans. Of course, it's not good news for us. The two-man rule means we're at a significant handicap.
2 slices and nothing extra. Yeah, but I mean, hey, that's still 2 delicious slices of pizza. I'm in. Any food left? I think I have some Zaxby's left from earlier today. I'll munch on that when the stream's over. What do you think about Vigor?
He's ancient. I'm surprised he can walk around in that armor, let alone fight in it. But he's reliable. Think quick out there, and keep moving.
I think I want to fight with the fire mage.
Pleasure to meet you. Name's Helga Swanwhite. I'm your girl if you want sorcery in the next match. Just let me finish this drink and I'll be right behind you. The arena's through that gate to the east. I'd share some of this, but I've only got the one drink. Oh, sorry.
She is drunk. Tell me your story.
Before I got my start here, I'd been studying at the Scholia Arcana. I was quite good at affecting arcane explosions, but I found myself uniquely blocked. I realized I had to be less than sober to effectively cast spells, so I drank. They kicked me out for excessive abuse of drink, called me dangerous and a degenerate.
That's funny. What do you think of the rogue?
He's your typical beginner, as far as I can tell. Good with the dagger and not much else.
So you drank excessively?
I couldn't help it if alcohol gave me a certain clarity. No one in the arena gives me guff about it, and if they do, they stop as soon as I set them on fire.
Seems a little extreme, girl. So you go to the gambling den often?
It's like a second home. Oh, I don't bet, but it's the only place on the grounds one can find a proper drink. Adrian gives me a free drink for every 10 that I buy. I think he likes me.
I mean, 10's pretty excessive, so I think he just wants money. What do you think about the original Magnus?
I watched his last match the day I joined the arena. He was one of the most impressive brute force fighters I have ever seen. Until his son managed to land the killing stroke. His father tossed him about the place like a rag doll. It was odd. Sure, he was old, but in his final moments, I thought he looked ill.
Probably poisoned the blade. How'd you get stuck on the crows?
A fighter is forced to join the Crows if they are the last surviving member of their team after a match. It's a long-standing tradition that keeps the tournament going as gladiators inevitably fall. Why would we keep fighting then? Well, we have our pride, and I wouldn't have signed up for this if I didn't think I could win it in the end.
So what do you think of the Fey House of Valor?
All I know is that the Fae built this place centuries ago, and Hroth Magnus took it from them. Amalur's better for it, as far as I'm concerned.
Lastly, what about the old dude?
He's the team veteran, Been around longer than both Asa and me. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but he's a reliable choice in the arena.
Fight with me.
I've been spoiling for a fight. I'll meet you out there.
What about the original, or this House of Valor?
This is the House of Valor. You won't find another place in Amalur quite like this. Nothing is sacred here. Your competition is out to maul you, and the management likes it that way. Especially the champion, nasty man. If Valor weren't the only arena on the continent, I'd have taken off a long time ago.
Okay. So what's my role as leader?
As our new fearless leader, you're in charge of picking one of us to enter into battle with you. And the team leader always fights. I hope you're ready to see a lot of action out there. I have a spell prepared for the next match. Have a drink prepared.
Let's do it.
Mate.
It's just like... I don't really remember how the matches are set up.
Welcome one, welcome all to Valor Arena. Today we have the Crows, testing their worth against Remus Bloodhawk and his Marauders. Victory here means the entire team moves up in the championship. They'll be on a path to face the Lords of Valor. Have at it, warriors.
I'll be in a bit.
That's the match, ladies and gentlemen. The Crows made it out alive against superior